So, meanwhile, the early reviews for Alien Romulus are out, and they all say it's excellent. So, fingers crossed on that one. We'll see about that next week.
Good Alien movie?
Yeah, well, I was watching, there's this guy in England who does a lot of Alien content, and he was talking about it, and he said that he knows some people that are either working on or around the movie. It said all the test screenings came back really positive, so like the reviews seem to line up with what those were saying. So he's hopeful. They also emphasize the third act is good, but as he pointed out, and I think he's right, the third act's good in basically every Alien movie. He's not a big fan of Prometheus and Covenant, but he said even their third acts, divorced from the rest of the movie, are still great. Because they are. Because that's when everything hits the fan in all the Alien movies.
Yeah.
And the big action set pieces all come out. So he's right. Except the difference of opinions. I actually like Prometheus and Covenant. So for me, it's Resurrection. That's the
3.
3.
For me, it's the third one.
Yeah. Owen, have you seen any of the Alien movies?
I've seen the first 4.
Okay.
I can remember the first 2 very well. The third one, little.
The things the entire series is built on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've seen, I think, both versions of the third one.
Yeah.
Which, the main difference is, what does it come from? Come from one of those cow buffalo things, or the dog?
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is that if you look at the size of it, if it came from the oxen thing, it should be ginormous.
Yeah. Because even though the movies only barely touch on this, for those of you that don't know, what the alien hatches out of actually plays a role in its physiology. It assumes some of the genetics of the thing it's inside of.
Which is why we don't want a Xenomorph T-Rex.
Yeah, no. But the comics delved into that, and especially the Kenner toy line, because you're not just going to make a whole bunch of just black generic figures, so they made like gorilla aliens, Scorpion.
Which raises the question, like, how did that happen?
It was probably a giant scorpion on an alien world, a giant scorpion. Or, even though this is like using a way later justification, the spores, like in Covenant.
Well, so
okay, yeah.
And at one point, Batman fights a alligator or a crocodile that had an alien that came out of a crocodile. How does that work? How does a facehugger facehug a crocodile?
Carefully.
I mean, does it just like eat me? Just let it eat it and then?
No, I'm assuming that there's some part of it. Like once it grabs hold, it probably like pumps the thing full of something that starts to like get it so it can't fight back as easily.
Yeah.
Or again, some weird thing happened. Like that falls into the. You really shouldn't think about that part too much.
But you get Batman fighting a giant crocodile alien.
Yeah.
I think Judge Dredd has fought the aliens before.
Well, the Alien and Predator comics were made by Dark Horse. They crossed over a lot with DC. Batman and Superman have fought both of them several times. And Batman versus the Predator is actually considered one of the best crossover comics ever, because crossover comics are usually just cash grab trash. Just like, we'll mash them together like they're action figures, like how Dave Filoni planned Star Wars shows. And they're just like, it's nothing. It's non-canon because it's a different universe and everything. But Batman vs. Predator, like, they actually like put some effort into that. And apparently it's really good. 2 and 3, but apparently 1's pretty good. Also, good luck finding some of those now on the cheap. Because all those rights belong to Disney now, which means all those comics belong to Marvel now, and Marvel and DC haven't agreed on crossovers in like a decade. So,
yeah. I mean, they're starting to.
It took George Perez dying to agree to reprint in paperback, not even in hardcover, JLA versus Avengers. Now on the Omni front, yes.
I'm not talking about that.
On the Omni front, Marvel, I guess, did agree, and DC has reprinted Marvel versus DC and some of the crossovers in another omnibus.
I was just talking about streaming stuff.
What?
That you can get a bundle of Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max.
Yeah, but that's not crossover.
It kind of is.
No, nothing in it crosses over. That's you got the money?
I'm just saying, one bundle you can watch the Marvel movies and the DC movies.
But no amalgam universe.
Not yet.
Marvel's gonna be like, why would we sully ourselves with that? We don't care how low
This is
we
getting
are.
them into the room to sit down at the table and start the peace talks.
Wait till Disney buys DC.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
It will.
They'll buy Warner Brothers.
No, I'm like 90% certain that won't ever happen. Because being realistic for a moment, not going political or anything, they should not have been allowed to buy Fox. Like, that's a major monopolistic move right there. It seriously degraded the diversity of options at the theater. Like, shouldn't have been allowed to happen. Like, as much as I want all the Marvel characters together somewhere, like, that should have been allowed to happen, maybe. But not actually outright buying Fox. That's why they had to give up the TV channels. Because they were like, no, that's a bridge too far. Because then you'll control half of cable, too. So they couldn't keep the Fox TV channels.
Or Fox News.
Well, Fox News is never part of the deal. Fox News is a separate division. It was only the entertainment division. So, so literally, like the channels that like The Simpsons are on. And
Fox News is entertaining.
They like, to be clear, I believe all the other 24-hour news networks have argued in court that they're not news, that they're entertainment, which should have never been allowed to fly from any of them, but it successfully did.
What?
Yeah, it's best if we don't really go down that path, but yes.
So,
thank you for watching. This has been a Geek Cabal video, Echoes of a Whisper. This has been a clip from one of our podcasts. The link to the actual podcast this is from is in the description of the video if you want to see the entire thing, which we obviously encourage you to do. But otherwise, if you enjoyed what you saw, a thumbs up is always appreciated. Subscriptions and all the rest is definitely appreciated. Comments, as always. But just in general, thank you for watching. Hope you liked it. And check out the other videos we have here on the channel. See you later.